A major provision of the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare, is set to kick off tomorrow. A group of healthcare workers met today in Scranton to prepare for the beginning of what are called healthcare exchanges.
Healthcare workers rallied in Scranton for those who will be affected by the latest provision of the Affordable Care Act.
Hi, I'm Dr. Spinoza.
I'm Dr. Solomon, a member of SEIU, and we have some exciting news.
This is really fantastic.
Big things are happening.
We are nurses and we care for our patients.
So we are here to give you all the facts.
The push is on to get people signed up for health care.
So what are you going to take with you?
The driver's license,
yes.
Social Security,
perfect.
Proof of address.
Perfect.
Members from the Healthcare Workers Union, the SEIU UHW, are canvassing communities.
Thank you.
Spreading the word about health insurance plans, even for the unemployed.
People are signing up for insurance plans. Today in Albany, the Service Employees International Union helped members fill out insurance applications. A spokeswoman hopes everyone will have insurance by January 1st.
Thousands of people are signing up all across this country. We've had 10,000 people in Kentucky, 23,000 people in California, 80,000 people in New York.
We are going to meet the people at the mall, on the street. When I did per day 160, 200, I'm going to spray more than more.
Stanley Dawson works at an assisted living center in West Philly. His task today, though, educating his fellow union members about the Affordable Care Act.
We want to make sure that everybody is aware that they can be covered.
Armed with flyers, about a dozen healthcare workers took Obamacare to Public Square in Wilkes-Barre. They picked the Thursday Farmers Market Day to do an informational outreach about the Affordable Care Act.
It's important, period, that people get the right information and the right direction, whether you're insured or uninsured.
Tonight in Seattle, a push for young people to get health insurance under the Affordable Care Act.
So what is your income?
Concert goers like Corinne Whiting.
I'm a self-employed writer.
I'm joined by staffers from King County Public Health. And the conversation is an even split between medical coverage and music.
Y es que no queda mucho tiempo. El 23 de diciembre vence el plazo para inscribirse en un plan de Cover California, la versión estatal de Obamacare, si quieren recibir cobertura médica a partir del 1 de enero del 2014.
When I actually sit down with people and explain to them what is covered, how to apply, and just the basic things about the Affordable Care Act, a lot of that frustration falls away.
America's Health and Human Services Secretary Kathleen Sebelius was in town Tuesday with a message to 1.2 million Pennsylvanians without health insurance.
It's good to be back in Boston. And the main reason I'm here is to thank all of you.
This hearing, Karen, focused on navigators, and in particular, a group of them in Dallas here that came under national attention based on what some of those navigators did.
A lot of Texas families are relying on those navigators.
Dallas supporters of the health care mandate held a rally outside today's hearing, upset about not being able to testify and challenging the committee's questions about Obamacare.
It's completely outrageous that certain politicians, for their own political careers, are trying to find chinks in the armor, trying to find some way to turn us all back to the tender mercies of American insurance companies.
The Service Employees International Union Local 205 is planning legislation that makes it harder to give assistance with affordable care enrollment, is restrictive, and a deterrent from signing up.
Exie Harrington is a librarian and Trumeko Foxx is a healthcare provider. They say the restrictions on so-called navigators keep them from doing their job.
Thank you, Obama. Johannes Marr was thrilled that he and his family got in under the wire, having beaten the deadline for signing up for covered California health care coverage by only 24 hours. He signed up at a crowded kiosk at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza shopping mall. Those working at the kiosk, like Virginia Franklin of the United Long-Term Care Workers Union, says there are some heartwarming stories of folks who have gone without health care coverage for much of their lives and will now be covered, like one man in particular she helped sign up.
He came back and shook her hand and said, "Thank you so much
My wife was crying because she's never had health insurance. So I'm going to start crying because we get those stories all the time.
You got good ideas? Bring them to me. Let's go. But we're not repealing it as long as I'm president. I want everybody to